Welcome, my name is Paz from Pranayama Yoga. Today we'll have a gentle floor-based yoga practice. We'll use a couple props. I usually like to have a pair of blocks on hand, a blanket or pad for my knees, and today we'll be using a strap. So if you have a belt or a fitness band or any kind of long rope, that'll be useful as well. Let's begin in a seated position. We can begin in Sukhasana, easy pose, with the legs folded, one in front of the other. Wobble the hips side to side, nice and slowly, pressing the sitting bones down into the mat, one at a time. Coming back to center, press both sitting bones down into the mat. Give the pelvis a gentle rock forward and backwards. Maybe bringing the hands to the crest of the hips and using your thumbs to feel the low spine. Can you identify where the low or lumbar spine is the most vertical? And come to stillness there. Give the shoulders a big circle forward and up, and leave them gently back and down. Release the hands to the thighs, letting the palms rest face up for openness and receiving, or palm down for stability and grounding. Draw the occipital ridge, the back of the head up towards the ceiling, lengthening, creating just a bit more space between each vertebra, or at least that's the intention. Draw your attention inward and begin to focus on your breath. Let each inhale be just a bit longer than the last. And give a gentle squeeze in the belly to exhale all the air out. Allow your breath to stretch your breathing muscles. And gradually grow your breath from the low belly to the area behind the ribs and all the way up behind the collarbones. Coming into this 3-part breath, we'll breathe slowly and deeply. If you'd like to set an intention for today's class, perhaps say that in your mind, repeating your intention as you inhale and repeating your intention as you exhale. If nothing is coming to mind, perhaps try, I inhale light and love, and I exhale that which I no longer need. I inhale light and love, and I exhale that which I do not need. When you're ready, let the palms come to rest face down, one on each knee, and begin to circle the rib cage, starting with a nice slow circle. And gradually allow your circle to unfold into a larger circle. Bringing the movement into the elbows, the shoulders, and wrists. Keep the sitting bones pressing down towards the mat. And find somewhere along your circle that feels particularly good, and pause there for a moment. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, begin to circle the other way. We can start small once again, and let the circle grow. Or if it feels better to you, make it a big circle. Reaching the heart forward, around and back in all directions. Maybe bringing some movement into the neck as you circle. Just one more circle here, and we'll meet back at center. With the hands still on the knees, take a deep breath in and then exhale, lowering the chin, drawing the shoulders forwards and lowering the gaze. Inhale, reach the heart forward and bring the gaze towards the wall where it meets the ceiling opposite you. Exhale, drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Let the shoulders relax as the palms gently pull against the knees. Inhale the heart forward, lifting the gaze. And exhale, reaching the heart towards the back of the room. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, feeling cow pose. And exhale with the feeling of cat pose. Once you've finished your breaths, we'll meet back at center with a neutral spine. Releasing the hands. Inhale the arms out to the sides and reach the palms together overhead. Take the gaze up towards the hands. Slight back bend, and then exhale. Lower the hands down to the mat. Lower the heart, take the gaze down towards the feet. Inhale, opening the heart up towards the ceiling. Gaze lifts. And then exhale, lowering the heart, lowering the gaze. Belly button draws in. 1 more breath here. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale to lower. Now lengthening once again to a neutral position, neutral spine. Inhale the arms out to the side, drawing the palms together, and then exhale, twist to the left. Take the right fingertips to the left knee and the gaze over the back shoulder. Inhaling, palms reach together overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reaching palms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, palms together. And exhale, twist. 1 more breath here to each side. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, twist. Last breath. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, twist to the right. Then bringing the palms back overhead to meet at center. Exhale the hands through the heart. Take the hands down to the mat. I'm going to spread a blanket here to put under my knees. I recommend this highly if you have any type of knee injury or pain. And we'll come into our table position. Bring the knees beneath the hips and the palms beneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your gaze over your left shoulder and bring your left hip towards your shoulder, making a C. Then coming back through center, we'll draw the right hip towards the right shoulder, gaze looks to the right. Inhaling back through center, exhale, left shoulder reaches towards the left hip. Deep breath in, exhale, right hip towards right shoulder. One more breath to each side. And then coming back to center, bring the right palm beneath the sternum. Reach the left fingertips forward and trace a big circle all the way overhead towards the feet and then forward. So we'll circle the left arm, exploring the range of motion of the left arm. And replacing the left hand down to the mat. Inhale the right arm forward, up towards the sky, back towards the heels, and reach forward towards the front of the mat. Big circles. Noticing the differences between the left and the right sides. Just 2 more breaths here. And then bringing the right hand back to the mat. Bring both palms beneath the shoulders once again and begin to circle the hips. You can circle in either direction. We'll do them both. If you remember your intention from the beginning of class, can you synchronize your breath, your movement, and repeating your intention to fit one revolution of the circle? I inhale love and light. And I exhale that which I no longer need. And then bringing the hips back to a neutral position. Gently change directions. We'll circle the other way. One more circle here. And then coming back to a neutral position, hips over knees, palms beneath the shoulders. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. But from our table position, we'll step the left leg out to the side and walk the hands in towards the body, coming to kneel on the right knee. We can bring the arms down by the sides of the body and inhale the right arm out to the side, up and overhead, and exhale, arcing the right fingertips over towards the left side. Reach the left fingertips down towards the left foot. And then exhale, windmill the arms, lower the right palm to the mat, and reach the left fingertips over towards the right side. Press the pinky edge of the left foot down into the mat. Using your core strength, draw yourself up, reaching right fingertips up and over. And then exhale, windmill the hands, reach left foot through the left fingertips. Engaging the core, lifting all the way up and arcing over towards the left. Then exhale, lower the right hand to the mat and extend the left fingertips. If you'd like to practice your balance here, begin to float the left leg, keeping a soft bend in the right elbow. Pressing into the left heel to draw the toes towards the shin and reaching the fingertips away from that heel. Take a nice deep breath here. Now, wherever you are, it's a perfect place to be. The foot could be resting on the mat or extended. If you'd like to take it a bit further, reach the left arm back and reach it in the direction of the left foot. It doesn't have to reach. The intention is all that matters. If you're clasping that left foot, allow the left shoulder to relax and let it stretch. Make sure you're keeping a soft bend in the right elbow. And then gently release the leg, extending the leg and the arm. Once again, long line of stretch before lowering the left leg and using your core to come back through center. We'll release both hands down to the mat and then step the left foot in beside the right, extending the right leg out to the side. Walk the hands in towards the left knee and come up to kneel on the left side. Take a deep breath in and inhale the left arm out to the side, arcing over towards the right. Right fingertips reach towards the right ankle. Deep breath in and exhale, lower the left palm to the mat. Right arm reaches up and over, reaching through the right fingertips, pressing the outer edge of the right foot down into the mat. Take a deep breath into the right side of the ribs and the right hip. Inhale all the way up through center and arc over towards the right. Take a nice deep breath here. And then exhale through center, windmill the arms, right fingertips reach up and over, long line of stretch, right fingertips through the right heel. Inhaling, engaging the core to lift and arc over towards the right. This next time, as we lower the left hand to the mat, we can extend the right fingertips opposite the right leg. If you'd like to float that right leg, press through the heel, long line of stretch through the right heel to the fingertips. 3 breaths here. You can stay right where you are, or if you'd like, reach back with the right hand, clasping the right foot, and then press that foot into the hand, letting the right shoulder stretch, maintaining a soft bend in the left elbow. Are you still breathing? Check back in with the breath. And gently release the leg and the arm, extending them once again before lowering the right leg. Using the core, we'll come all the way back up and release the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot in beside the left and come to sit on the heels. From our seated position, take a deep breath in and let the sitting bones anchor down into your heels. See if you can feel each sitting bone pressing into one heel, and then lengthen the spine away from the pelvis, drawing length through the crown of the head, reaching the tips of the ears towards the sky. On an inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. And then exhale, cross the left arm over the right. And then reach the hands towards each other for eagle arms. We have the right elbow inside the crease of the opposite elbow. One more deep breath here. Sometimes I like to make little circles with my eagle arms. And changing directions if you're circling. And then release the elbows, extend the arms out to the side nice and wide. And then on an exhale, cross the right elbow over the left, reaching the hands towards each other, clasping whatever you can reach. Take a nice deep breath here. Maybe some small circles with the elbows, opening up the back of the body. And gently changing directions, circling the elbows once again. And coming back to stillness, release the hands, open the arms nice and wide, and reach the arms all the way back behind you. See if you can interlace fingers, or if this is a bit of a reach for you, grab your strap if you have that close by. We can take the strap into the hands so that we're clasping, reaching the hands back towards the back of the mat. Lengthening through the crown, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll the belly down onto the knees and let the forehead come to the mat. Reach the hands towards the front of the mat. Simultaneously reaching the hands towards the front of the mat, as well as lifting them towards the ceiling. If you're comfortable with another version of this posture, feel free to go ahead if that's part of your practice. Otherwise, we'll stay here. Just 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, reach the nose forward and the heart forward, gently peeling yourself off of the thighs. And come all the way back up to a seated position. Give the hands one more press towards the back of the mat. And gently release your clasped hands or your strap, releasing the hands to the thighs. You're welcome to change your kneeling position to any other seated position, anything that feels comfortable for you. Now take the hands out in front of the shoulders and take the hips to one side of the feet. We'll find our way onto the back of the body. We'll take our strap here and find our lying position on our backs. And we'll take the strap around the left foot, extending the right leg along the mat, and gently begin to circle the left leg. Imagine you have a pencil on the heel of your foot and you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. So I'm drawing this circle with my leg rather than guiding with my hands. Gradually allow your circle to get a bit bigger. You can let some slack come into your strap. Maybe giving a little bit of guidance with the arms at this point. And then take the hands slightly closer to the foot, walking up your strap just a bit, bringing your left hand to hold both sides of the strap. And gently let the left foot come out towards the side, maybe 6 or 8 inches. Notice if you feel a stretch in a different area. If you'd like to lower the leg just a bit further to the side, go ahead and do so. And then gently guiding the leg back through center. We'll take the foot just an inch or two across the midline of the body. And see how the stretch feels now, if it's a different place or intensity. Checking back in with our breath. Deep, slow inhales with long exhales. Let the foot come back to center. And then gently bend the knee. We'll lift the right leg up to meet the left and lower the left leg down to the mat. Bringing the strap to the ball of the right foot this time. Begin to make small circles, using your pencil on your right foot to draw on the ceiling. Notice if you feel anything different. If you lower the pinky edge of the foot versus the big toe side, does the stretch change in any way? Gradually allow the circle to grow. Going nice and slowly. Experiencing everything all the way around the circle. And then bringing the foot back to center, walk the hands up the strap closer to the foot, just a bit. And then slide the right foot out to the right side, 6 or 8 inches or so, maybe just a bit farther than that. You can release the left hand and hold with the right if that works for you. Noticing any differences as you draw the toes back towards the shin. Or maybe point the toes and flex a couple times just to see what happens. And then if you'd like to lower the leg out to the side just a bit more. Maybe bringing that left hand back to the strap to help you gently guide the leg all the way back through center, and then cross the midline just an inch or two. Feeling the stretch as it moves from place to place. Noticing again what happens if you draw the toes back towards the shin. And then bringing the foot back up to center, gently releasing the strap, bending the leg, and letting both legs rest along the mat. We can set our strap down to the side, let the arms rest. And take a few moments to come back to your slow, deep, 3-part breath. Breathing first into the low belly. Next into the area behind the rib cage. And gradually all the way up to fill the space behind the collarbones. Now continuing your breath, step one foot towards the hips and then the other, bringing feet about hip distance apart. Turn the palms to face down and draw the shoulder blades slightly underneath the body. We'll begin with a tilt and tuck of the tailbone. So a gentle lift of the tailbone presses the lumbar spine, the low spine, into the mat. And then as you lower the tailbone, an arch grows in the small of the back. So we'll go back and forth, lifting the tailbone, pressing the low back into the mat, and then lowering the tailbone, feeling the low back lift and arch. Now continue as you inhale to lift the tailbone and exhale to lower. And gradually allow this movement to grow, lifting the pelvis off the mat. Just a bit more each time. Inhaling, pressing into the heels, and exhale, lowering all the way down. Being careful here not to turn your head to the side. I will guide you with my voice, just trust in that. We're still lifting as we inhale Pressing into the heels, lifting the tailbone, and then exhaling to lower, nice and gently, one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. And this last time, as we inhale, feel free to hold the posture at the top for a moment if you'd like. You can stay here or continue to lift and lower with the breath. Just make sure you keep breathing. If you'd like to take it a little further, walk the shoulder blades together underneath the body, reaching the palms towards each other, maybe interlacing fingers, maybe not. One last breath here. Then releasing the hands, gently walking the shoulders out from under the body. And then lifting onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels off the mat before gently lowering, slowly, one vertebra at a time. Lowering the upper back, the middle back, and the low back, all the way down to the mat. Once you're all the way down, draw the knees over the belly and give yourself a big hug. Take a little rock side to side. And when this feels complete, let the legs and arms extend alongside the body. Coming into our final position for relaxation. Take a moment to check back in with your breath. We'll continue to stay lying on the back of the body with the arms and legs extended. You're welcome to use whatever props, a blanket under the knees, blocks beneath the knees, or a cushion beneath the head, maybe putting on a pair of socks or a sweater. When I name the part of the body, bring your attention to that area. Perhaps envisioning a light flowing into that area, or a color, or simply the breath filling that space. The third eye point, the center of the eyebrows. The center of the throat. Heart center. The left shoulder. The left elbow. The left wrist. All 5 fingers. Heart center. The center of the belly. The center of the pelvis. the left hip, the left knee, the left ankle, the left foot, the left toes, the center of the pelvis, the right hip, the right knee, the right ankle, the right foot, the right toes, the center of the pelvis, the center of the belly, heart center, the right shoulder, the right elbow, the right wrist, the right fingers, heart center, the center of the throat, the third eye point. Now for a few moments, allow yourself to let go of all doing, all control of the breath. Simply let the mind float here and there without judgment. Allow yourself to simply melt and just be. Bring your attention back to your breath, back to your body, and back to this space. Allow your breath to deepen and to slow. Gently invite your body to make movements, circling, stretching, rolling, or bending. Anything that would help facilitate you coming back into your experience right now. Take your time to find your way over to one side and take a moment to rest in the fetal position. Taking a moment to appreciate yourself for taking the time to nourish your heart and your mind. And when you're ready, gently press into your hands to find your way back to a seated position with eyes closed. I invite you to join me for one final shared breath. Inhaling the arms overhead, bringing palms together, and exhaling hands to heart center. Bowing the head to honor the heart. I thank you for sharing your practice with me on this journey that we call life. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be whole. Namaste.